Hello everyone and welcome to round 3 of the Cappuccino League here at vrroom.org. What an absolutely stunning round we had. We're running the second round here of 2. This is round 3. Round 2 was won superbly by Badger with the cutback right at the end on the bus stop chicane. Massively impressed with that move. I think most of the people in the paddock really took our breath away there. So it was a Team Rosso 1-2, hence why they're at the back for this round. Now we're still at Spa-Francorchamps. I didn't give you some statistics on this. We are in the heart of the Ardennes Forest. The main thing that this hosts is the Formula 1 Belgium Grand Prix. You can also do the Spa 24-hour race here, which is a 1,000 kilometre Spa endurance race. The major events, like I say, is the FIA Formula 1. The track length, I'm just looking here, is 7 kilometres. That's 4.352 miles. 20 turns of undulating tarmac through the Ardennes Forest. The lap record here is still held in the Red Bull by Sebastian Vettel in 2009. It's a 1 minute 47.263 seconds. Now, we won't be touching those speeds today, not in the Cappuccinos, but we're still going to get some surefire, good close racing. Now, here at VR Room, we have the reverse grid order for this particular race. Based on the results from the last race. So like I said, Team Rosso Racing are at the back, DM and Badger, because they came first and second, only just by 0.04 of a second, I think it was. So on pole position for this very exciting race will be Whiskers and Fred Cat. Now Freddy Cat has got some real pace, so has Whiskers as well. So Freddy Cat is in a very strong position here. I think he had a bit of bad luck in those previous races. GT Shadow, Mad Dog McSheepy is in 4th, then Jezza, the very strong Jezza, is in 5th. Dizzy Mine in 6th, Mad Dog Mataz is in 7th, 8th Rayman, 9 is GHP, who had a very strong performance in that last race, so nearly won it along with Rayman. Any one of those top or bottom 4 could have won that last race, to be honest with you. Followed up then by DM and Badger. So Team MM are the lead team here, with Mad Dog McSheepy in 4th and Mad Dog McTaz bringing up the rear in 7th. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to bring you the race highlights. So I'm Dave Higgins. Hope very much you enjoy the race. If you do, please subscribe to the top of your TV screen or the top of your computer screen or whatever device you're watching this on. Please do subscribe and tell us if you enjoyed it. That would be greatly appreciated. So here we go for the start of the race. Away we go. I've just got to turn that volume up, ladies and gents. Sorry. So away we go now into the first corner of Lacoon, and we've got Whiskers holding the advantage from Fred Cat, from GT Shadow, Mad Dog and Jezza. We're switching places briefly there. We've got Dizzy Mind followed by Mad Dog, McTaz this time, not Whiskers, and McSheepy, sorry, and GHP, Badger and DM still following up at the rear. So as we go up Eau Rouge, for the first time on lap 1 of 7, we've still got GT Whiskers winning. Now GT Whiskers will know that he's not going to be in the lead by the time he comes down to the Cumin. Already we've got a flick out from the side and the slipstream from Fred Cat, so he's up into the lead. The other guys will be getting double or triple show from Whiskers and Jezza. They will all be moving up, and so will Mr. Sheepy into the Coon for the first time. But Fred Cat has got an absolutely excellent chance to win the race here if he can just brake and get away. Let's just see if that happens. So we're going up into the Bruxelles corner for the first time. It's a really tight downhill off camber right hand flick, 2nd gear or 3rd, something like that. But you've got to be very patient, braking early and stick as far to the right hand side as possible, because as you can see there, Whiskers has drifted wide. And that's not going to help him by putting, he'll have to put his foot down a little bit later. So, down to the Pouhon corner for the first time. And healthy lead there being held by Freddy Cat. We'll just go on the back of Freddy Cat's car. Just to see behind, we've got Whiskers and GT Shadow. Now actually these two guys have pulled out quite a length there from the pack behind, so that's boding very well for them. So let's just have a look at the pack behind. I think that starts up with Mad Dog, so it does really, doesn't it? We've got, in fact it's not, it's with Jezza. So go in the back of Jezza's car as we go around. We've got a bit of an off in the background there. That was, if we're on board with Jezza, Mad Dog, Sheepy, that was GHP going wide. I wonder if he's picked up any damage. I sincerely hope not. Now, do we have yellows have been called? We must have had a big incident further in the background there. I'll do a quick rewind on that one. Many apologies. Yeah, Badger is off big style. We'll go on board with Badger's car, and it's happened going down into Campus and Stavelot, I think those corners are called. I'll just check on Wikipedia because I've got that at the side of me. And yeah, so down into Stavelot and Campus there was an incident there, so we'll go on board with Badger. We'll go on his roof cam. Remember the winner of the last race, Badger, so he's clearly very fast here. And we'll see what the problem was. We'll see the reason why those yellow flags are called. The same happened in the first race here, so round 2 we had the same incident in that corner. Now already wide up ahead there, I think that was Jezza getting some dirt on his tyres. And indeed Jezza is going defensive into Pouon and having a bit of contact with Dizzy Mind, I think. A lot of people going wide there, that's not going to help, that's slowed the traffic down incredibly. Oh, and Badger's clunked the back trying to take advantage of that, so Badger has clicked Mad Dog with Sheepy, and he's got cars at the side of him. He's got GHP and oh, hey up, it's all kicking off now. That's DM going through, so DM through past Badger, taking advantage of that. What happened? Did Badger get a clip from the rear? No, he's done exactly the same as the guy in front, Mad Dog Mac Sheepy, I think that was. He's come off himself, he's hit the AstroTurf on the outside, and he's spun himself round. Now a couple of people happened to do that, and that obviously has caused the yellow flag. The room marshal has decided that enough was enough. He wasn't sure how many were involved in it. Very difficult to call, of course, because the marshals here have got 11 cars on track. Can't spot everything. Did he give Badger damage, by the way? Oh, he did. Badger's got massive damage, and Mad Dog has got damage from that as well, because they're the 2 guys that came off. Everyone else is unscathed. But I think, to be fair, that's a wise call from the race marshal. Very wise call, because we don't know exactly how many people were involved. It's very, very difficult to tell that. So it's safer and best for everyone just to regroup, particularly because it's so early on in the race. Now, yellow flags mean no overtaking, slow down to about 60 or 70 miles an hour, half race pace. And conserve your fuel, I suppose, as well. Keep your tyres warm. You'll see a lot of the protagonists weaving. You'll see if I go on the back of the car there into the background, we'll see cars weaving and keeping the tyres warm. I think we'll be under yellow's safety conditions for a little while longer, because Badger no doubt will pull off into the pits. At this stage in the race you get instructions from the race marshals to telling you to go repair the car if you feel the need to. So let's just see Badger. I'm sure he'll filter off there. There he goes to the left of your screen, filtering off into the pits, and we'll see him going up the pits now. We'll see him get serviced by his pit crew here. They should be out there waiting. He is the only person coming in, so I think the other damage was from Rayman, wasn't it? Rayman electing to stay out there. Quite rightly, you can do that, you don't have to come in, so bad news for Badger, but he's in, he's getting repaired, the car's up on the jacks. Wheels are coming off, wheels are going on, a little bit of top up for fuel, not really necessary, but they've done it anyway. The boys are quite quick here, working feverishly. The lollipop will be raised in a moment, and out we go, gear selected, and off he goes. So, good clean pit step from Badger and Team Rosso Racing. So, we'll click back on board to the leaders now, as we see Badger exiting the pit lane. So, back on with Fred Cat, just a little bit further down the straight. Now, the race marshals have notified us that we will be going and released probably at Brussel's corner. That's yet to be confirmed, so at the moment we're still under waved yellows. Now, interesting, I'll just tell you a little bit more about the track. Looking on Wikipedia, it was designed in 1920 by Jules van der Thaer and Henry Langos van Oeflem. I've no idea if I pronounced that correctly. So it's got a really lot of history to this circuit. And it was used. It's hosted in Togo. It's hosted many races since August 1921, should I say? And 2 years later, in 1922, we had the first running of the 24-hour endurance race at Spa-Francorchamps. So steeped in history, one of the oldest but most famous racing tracks in the world, this one. So I think we're going to get the release at the end of Brussels, just like on the last race. So they're all bunching up now. You can see all the players doing a very good job. Not allowed to overtake until the lead car goes. So they're all bunching up. It is now green flags. We have green flags. Freddy Cat can release whenever he wants on the exit of this corner. Will he hold the lead and the advantage? Let's just see. So wait for the speed to increase at the bottom. When Fred Cat goes, everyone else can. So he's released. Away we go. We have go. Green flags at Spa-Francorchamps yet again. Now, current running order. Oh, actually, no, he's not released. Sorry, I beg your pardon. We do not have green flags. My mistake. We do not have green flags. Something else has gone wrong there. I think some of the protagonists have picked up some damage somewhere. Let's just have a look. Yes, DM has picked up damage. Just flicking through. DM's got damage. Rayman has got damage. And Dizzy and Badger has not got damage. So DM and Rayman damage. Now, that must have happened in the queue. I'm just going to rewind and we're going to go on board with DM. He's undamaged at the moment. I want to find out what happened there. It could have been maybe a little bit of confusion in the actual train, what we call the train, when you train up behind each other. Maybe somebody's brake tested, maybe somebody's gone, not gone, I don't know. Let's just have a watch and see what's happened, because that's caused big damage to 2 cars there. It could, of course, because we're dealing with the internet, been a lagging issue, we don't know. Well, let's just have a watch. So we know we got the green flags. We did get the green flags waved here, so it's on Freddy Cat to release. So I'll just stay quiet, let's have a watch. Oh, and there you can see there's a lot of bumping happened there. The guys in front slowed down suddenly and that's caused the damage, and then he got shunted at the back. So it looks like just one of those things. I don't think DM was going particularly fast. Again, let's just have another rewind on that one, just to be sure. So I think it looked to me like GT Shadow left a bit of a gap. Jezza maybe thought Jezza perhaps, which is 2 cars ahead, so he's not the car in front, not the purple car, not the MM car. It looks like Jezza got caught out on the brakes a little bit, and that spooked McTaz. So let's just have a look, because there's a definite gap there between McTaz and Jezza. So there's a gap there between McTaz and Jezza, and of course, yeah, when McTaz goes, DM's going to go. Oh no, and actually no, it was just a big bunch up. I think maybe Freddy Cat maybe slowed down that little bit too much, I don't know. It's very, very difficult. These things do occasionally happen. So anyway, we have got another yellow flag. So Freddy Cat did release, but it just kind of took everyone by surprise, really. It is a difficult thing to do, though, a very difficult thing to do, because you've got to control the pace of the field, and oh, hey, oh, we've got somebody flying past there. I think GHP has got the wrong end of the stick, and who else is going there? I don't think they've heard the yellow flag. Whoa, lads, you need to come back. Ah, damage, they've got damage. So they're flying around. Why are they flying around ahead of everyone? They've really got to slow down, to be honest with you. The race marshal will be on that as soon as possible. GHP will probably be told to slow down or wait at the exit of the pits. So a bit of an unusual situation. We are under waved yellows. GHP must have been given permission to proceed through to the pits, but DM, though, in the meantime, is still sitting back with the damage waiting to come through to the pits. So really the guy should stay in line. That'll have to be investigated after the race by the race marshals. To determine, I presume, whether any further action is necessary. There is a lot of damage on that car, so I would think GHP will come in. So a bit of a loose cannon, that one, unfortunately, but we've got the rest of the guys there. Behind Freddy Cat again, still under waved yellows. GHP should surely be coming into the pits, and he will probably wait on the pit exit somewhere to fall back in line, back in the pack. Let's just have a see if that happens. Like I say, we are in constant communication with the race marshals. So GHP is coming in, yeah, he's getting his pit stop done and out of the way. But really shouldn't be overtaking on the yellows. Like I've said, the rules quite clearly say that when yellows are called, we should stay behind, unless given instructions, specific instructions from the race marshal. But I don't think that's happened, because DM and Rayman and DM have both picked up, seasoned veterans of course, have both picked up damage, and they're still behind whilst the race marshal sort out what to do. So I'm just going to get on board with GHP again, because his pit crew will be working. Will they hold him in the pits until the actual chains come round? Very interesting but unusual events here at VR Room. And I can't remember really what happens, so we'll just have to see. He will surely be told to wait by the marshals. He has to wait, surely. He's not going to continue with the race. So yeah, there he is, yeah, just warming his tyres and waiting for everyone else to come round. So very sensibly played, well done, good. Maybe just a miscommunication there or something, but never mind. On with the rest of the race. And of course I can bring you the full race because of my new memory card. Now we should see DM and Rayman pulling into the pits. In he comes, Rayman's in, DM's in. Oh, and we've got, blimey, there's a load of people in, so a lot of people picked up damage. So yeah, Badger, Dizzy. Dizzy didn't pick up damage. What's Dizzy doing in the pits? Maybe he just needed some fuel or something, I don't know. But the pit lane is getting very, very busy now. You'll see a lot of cars parked up. So we're on board with Rayman, pit crew sorting him out there. Clipdag to McSheepy is getting a bit of fuel. Dizzy is in the pits as well, being serviced right at the head of the pit lane. We'll probably see DM get released and come past, because I think DM was first in behind Rayman. So yeah, DM is out in 8th, Dizzy Mind is in 9th, Rayman and Mad Dog McSheepy still in 10th. So GHP now, we'll clip to him, because surely he's going to have to yield that position, and he is doing. Okay, so he's going right down the field there, allowing all the guys past. So well played GHP, he's getting back into place. There you go, sensibly moving away from the racing line, very professionally done. Incredibly well played by him there, stayed out of everybody's way and rejoined at the back. Okay, so that's good, well done. Good racing and well played GHP. Must have been just a miscommunication, that one. So, okay, wow, what a dramatic 3 laps. We've only done 3 laps and I've done 16 minutes. This is unreal. Okay, I'll try to get that a little bit more in focus for you if I can. Excellent. So, we now are back on the pack with Freddy Cat. We will get a release at Brussel's Corner again, I would have thought. So, we're still under wave yellows. Everybody's training up, trying to keep their tyres warm. It's all drama, it's all action at Spa-Francorchamps. If you would like to be part of this good competitive action, then please come down to vrroom.org, free to join, and you can race in beautifully run, well-marshalled races. You can get that inner racing driver out of you online. vrroom.org, the home of online motorsport. Okay, so that's the sponsorship thing out of the way with. I've got to now get back on board with the race. So we're going through to Lacombe Corner. Interesting corner, Lacombe. Hey, up, steady on, lads, steady on. We haven't been released yet, I don't think. Although, have we? No, yes, we've had wave green flags we've released at Lacombe Corner. Very sensible, seeing as the incident happened at Brussels, this corner here. So we'll go to the outside. We are go again at Spa-Francorchamps, lap 3 of 7. Let's make it a good one, chaps. Let's see if everyone can get round in one piece. Now, Team Rosso Racing are up in 6th and 7th from frat last. We've got Mad Dog McTaz in 5th and Mad Dog McSheepy in 11th. So Team MM are in 5th and 11th place. Going down towards Pouhon Corner, what a beautiful, beautiful camera shot we've got there. Absolutely excellent. So round Pouhon, drifting very, very wide is Freddy Cat. That won't help him. The guys at the inside line there will be a lot quicker and a lot faster around that corner. And let's clip on the back of his car as we enter the Campus and Stavelot corners. What a fantastic shot. Listen to those Cappuccino engines and those turbos whistling. Now the Cappuccino, Suzuki Cappuccinos, we're racing the race modified version. They may be small, they may be reasonably slow, but my goodness me, they are fun, so do not underestimate this little race car. The rules here are we race with racing hard tyres, and we're going to see an overtake in a minute here or from Whiskers. I'll get back to the rules in a moment, because going up to the bottom corner, I've temporarily forgot what it's called, just clicked to Wikipedia because that's how stupid I am. Of course, it is called... I can't even read it, I forgot. It's coming to the bus stop chicane anyway. I forgot what it's called. I'm absolutely useless at the moment. I can't remember what I'm doing from one minute to the next. In any case, we've got Freddy Cat in the lead still from Whiskers. Going down to Lacombe Corner for the Lacombe hairpin. La Source hairpin, get it right, it's really going wrong. La Source hairpin for the 4th time out of 7. The section, of course, I was coming to was Blanchimont. I will remember that for next time, guys. God, I need to put my teeth in, I really do. Now, Badger is up into 4th, so that's a fantastic show from Badger. DM is back down into 7th. Coming to Eau Rouge for the first time. I think it's time to clip back to the likes of Mad Dog and Jezza, who'll be coming up to Eau Rouge. Oh, now they're having a bit of a tight ding-dong up Eau Rouge corner. Incredibly blind up there, full pelt. You'll see a lot of slipstreaming, and that is really tight. So we've got Mad Dog in the MM car right up Jezza's backside. He'll ping one out the side. You'll see him there in the background. He'll now get the Dragon, the overspeed down the inside of him, entering Lacombe Corner. And that's a very, very good overtake done at high speed, 130 miles an hour from Jezza. So very, very well played from Jezza. And oh, he nearly got it back, to be honest with you. But he has got it back, actually. Mad Dog has survived that. I apologise. So well done, Mad Dog. He got that back. It's very, very good. good racing. Good close racing, that one. Now, side by side, just up ahead, was Badger on GT Shadow, giving it some, going up to Pouhon Corner down the bottom end of the circuit. We've got to stay on board with this one for a little while longer. Now, what I was saying about the Cappuccino cars, they run a 137 brake horsepower, and they are extremely light. So they power to weight, they're actually quite quick. You can get about 140, maximum 145, maybe pushing and slipstream 150 miles an hour out of the cars. But for most parts, it's about 129 miles an hour, really, that you can get out of them. If you're really lucky, you can get 140, 150, but it's unlikely. But they're a very, very good car. Now, interesting enough, if you're racing these cars for the first time on Gran Turismo 5 and in VR Room, remember, guys, there's a little gearbox trick you can do. The VR marshals and everyone in here is really helpful. It'll help you out to set your gearbox up to suit. And also, the power band with these is 8,000 revs, so you've got to remember to change at 8,000. They actually red line over 8,000, but if you've got to change at 8, because if you let them go over 8,000 revs, you lose horsepower. It's all to do with the torque distribution and stuff like that. I'm not amazingly technical myself, but it's something to do with the torque and the power band of the car. So you've got to change at 8,000, which can be quite disconcerting, because a lot of the times racing drivers get used to changing just when they redline the car, and that's not always the fastest way. So a bit further down the field, we've got DM having a three-way ding-dong now with Jezza and GHP. In fact, we'll go on GHP's car. I'm not quite sure which one GHP is on that shot. He is the one just behind DM. So we're watching the car just behind DM. It's the kind of pearlescent purpley blue car. GHP supporting number 66 as we follow him round through La Source hairpin for lap 5 of 7 now. Now DM is a long, long way back here, and he really needs to get a wiggle on if he's going to have any hope of getting on the podium here. Because if we stretch up to Freddy Cat, but he's already going around Eau Rouge, and those other guys are still coming down the straight. So Freddy Cat looking in a very favourable position, and look at that lead. Freddy Cat's pulled out. Freddy Cat doing an absolutely sterling job down the Camel Straight, and I think he's missed the slipstream there. I don't think that Badger and Zeus can do anything about him behind. Although Badger up into second now, he's on fire at this circuit today, absolutely on fire. It's certainly proving to be the surprise of the season so far, in my view anyway. I'm sure he's taking other people by surprise in the paddock as well, so a very good show here from Badger. So going back down to the mid-pack, let's have a look what GT Shadow is doing. GT Shadow is holding 4th place now, supporting number 23 in the darker red car, missing the white alloys of course. He's got DM right behind him, followed by a GHP and Jezza, excuse me. So we go down Pouhon. The race is very, very clean now, which is good to see. And further down the field, the MM car is having a three-way ding-dong down into Pouhon Corner. That's Jezza, Dizzy Mind and Rayman 1885, 3 abreast round Pouhon. Oh my lord, look at that. Surely nobody drifted wide. That was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Very, very close stuff. Look at this, and going down the middle again, we've got difficult to tell those cars apart from this distance. It's like it's failing me. We are on board with Mad Dog McTaz's car, and I'm trying to differentiate between the two. So Mad Dog is he's got number 3 ahead of him. That's Mad Dog is in number 7, which means Jezza is ahead and Dizzy Mind is slightly behind. So if you watch from the outside, so Jezza's ahead, Mad Dog's up the inside, and Dizzy Mind is going up the inside as well. And again, we're going through the Blanchimont section. I remembered it this time, and close up behind, that's Rayman accompanying them. Look, we're on board with Rayman there. And he's going to be picking up a very, very big tow as we go around the Blanchimont section. This will be very interesting. This is one to watch. It looks like a mobile car park as we approach the bus stop chicane. So around Blanchimont, and let's just hope that these guys can get around in one piece. This is going to be very, very tricky because the bus stop chicane is a heavy braking zone, and it's a tight right-left flick. If I'm honest, it's probably my favourite corner on the whole entire circuit, and the guys have got around beautifully. A little bit of rubbing, but that's nothing unusual in these cars, or in any race car, to be honest with you. So very, very well played, guys. Very impressive stuff. Let's just click back to the front, going around La Source hairpin. We're on board with lap 6 of 7 now. Fred Cat still has the lead, but Badger is hunting him down. Badger's getting very close in there. Let's have a quick look at those live timings, as is customary in my videos. The fastest guy on track is a 1:46.5 4:9:1, which is DM followed by Badger. So just like the last race, DM by Badger. The next fastest is a 2:47, which is Freddy Cat. So he really is on it. So very, very well played. There comes Badger. He's going to stick his sneaky little nose in his yellow overalls, and he's going past down the Camel Straight, a big long uphill drag towards Lacombe's section of the circuit. Badger has done a very, very good overtake now, but I think Badger will get spanked down the bottom end of the circuit, though. He's not going to keep that lead. We know Freddy Cat is on pace here. Lovely aerial shot there from the helicopter. Superb stuff, absolutely superb stuff. Well played, well played. And they have a big commanding lead, a very big commanding lead. We'll stick with this one because that's quite exciting. We'll have a little look just to the back. We've got Whiskers, closely followed, I think, by DM and GT Shadow. So DM on for a podium if he can get past Whiskers, but we'll stick to the front because we've got Badger and Freddy Cat fighting for it. Fighting hammer and tongs for it. Been a very strong start to the season so far from Team Rosso Racing. If DM can get onto a podium position here, that will be 3 podiums out of 3 for both of the Team Rosso drivers. It's a tall order. He's got to get past Whiskers though to do that. He seems to be battling midfield for quite a long time, to be honest with you there. So as we come up to Stavelot, through Campus and Stavelot and down through the Blanchimont section now circuit. Badger is ahead, but we will see Freddy Cat here. Oh, so close, already going for the slipstream. Superb. Now, who's got the highest gear? Who's got the highest gear ratio? Who's got the engine that's running? You know, who's producing the most horsepower? It boils down to who's bravest and who changed the oil as well to give the car maximum horsepower. Did one of them, rebuild the engine before the race? All these little factors come into play when you're trying to win races here at VRroom.org. It's technical and it's very, very good. Makes you feel really part of something. So Freddy Cat and Badger battling like mad. In the background you can see coming to the same space we've got DM and Whiskers. DM has got Whiskers, so DM now has got 1 lap to catch up to the 2 leaders. If he can break the slipstream from Whiskers and try to catch up to Badger in front. We've got Mad Dog coming round there with GHP still battling hard, and Rayman up the back there, flying down the start-finish line. 3 abreast again, looking absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. It's looking fantastic. So it's going to be a very close finish. So Freddy Cat and Badger again side by side down into Lacombe. Who's going to be the latest on the brakes? Badger's yielded that one. Not to worry, because Badger, we know, is a very smart driver. After that amazing comeback he did, he's going to be able to get the slipstream. But crucially, Badger knows if he gets the slipstream up here, he's going to be at threat down at the Blanchimont section. So will he actually do it, or will he hang back? That's the question. He's looking like, to me, he's going to go for the overtake. And in the meantime, in the background, you can see there DM going defensive from Whiskers. So I'll click back to those, DM and Whiskers. Oh my word, Whiskers is ahead. Will DM outbreak him into the Lacombe section? And the answer is yes, he has. DM has won that corner. So back on with Badger and Freddy Cat. Now we're up to the Brussels corner now, where the incident happened before. And we're going to see either Badger or Freddy Cat win this. Now, if one of these guys collects each other, DM and Zeus Whiskers, they will see themselves on the podium, either in first or second. So these guys have got to be very careful not to bin it at the same time, because when you're battling hard, that can happen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, as we see them going round Pouhon corner. I'll just clip on Rayman and GHP again, see if they're having a right royal ding dong, and they still are. It's so close. And just behind that we've got Dizzy and Mad Dog, and oh dear, we've got that was Jezza going wide again. You know, Jezza's got some real speed, but we've seen this so often at the moment, and these first 3 rounds of just drifting off circuit, trying to sort of outdrive that car. You know, if he just, I just got this feeling if he just calmed down that little bit, he'd be super, super quick, and just need that concentration level to improve. And he's going to be really one to watch, because we know he can race hard and fast, but drifting wide like that's never going to help him. So we wish him good luck with that one back in the paddock. So back on board with the leaders again then. We're coming up to the Blanchimont section. Badger is ahead. He's going to be under threat from Freddy Cat though, so I wonder who will win this race. It's going to be a close one to call. Badger ahead, Freddy Cat on the outside. DM has pulled away from Whiskers, but he's not going to be able to get these 2 guys up ahead, so it's side-by-side stuff. Oh my word, that was close. That was nearly a massive accident, but the boys behaved themselves. Will we see one of them outbreak? Freddy Cat has closed off the door to Badger. Badger going around the outside into the bus stop chicane. Oh, bit of a nudge. anyone can win this race, and ahead we've still got Freddy Cat. Badger going for the cutback again. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, and Freddy Cat is going to win the race. So Freddy Cat from Badger, from DN, from Zeus. Oh, and actually, oh no, yeah, we're right, Freddy Cat. Sorry, the line was a bit further back than I thought. So GT Shadow should be coming round any moment, and he is there, drifting wide in the background was Dizzy Mind, I think. And let's just have a look at Jezza coming round. And Mad Dog McSheepy and Mad Dog McTaz, oops, having a bit of a slidey moment. So it's Team MM 8th and 9th, and Freddy Cat winning. So very good victory for Freddy Cat. Well done. Second place for Badger, third place for Team Rosso Racing. Excellent. So I'll be back with you in one moment, guys. Just bear with me. I'm going to do something that somebody suggested. Okay then, so here we are with the VR League table, and this is where we currently sit. We've got Badger, joint leading DN with 37 points, 28 points in third place after the magnificent victory is Freddy Cat, fourth is Magdog McTaz, fifth Rayman, sixth Dizzy, Jezza following with 13 points, 11 sharing the eighth and ninth place are being shared on 11 points by Shadow and GHP. Whiskers and Sheepy bringing up the rear with 9 and 7. So it's a Team Rosso lockout at the moment, but a very strong performance from Freddy Cat. McTaz and the NM car is one to watch as well. So I've been Dave Higgins. Thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to the racing again on Sunday, and I will bring you those race highlights as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel.